chilling downtown Kampala, Makinde Division. Me lonely. Me need someone if there is anyone who can care about me. Sleepless days, sleepless nights. Who can care? No one cares. Only Allah. Oh, those ones, or the other ones called God, the Almighty Jah, protects and provides. One love for the mother's streets, one love for the lonely child, one love. By wishing a good night. Wish you a very good night. This night, this moment. Anyone person zero people watching. No one likes. You lie. You lie. Sure. 8 things this book will help you achieve. What device? What device? Get out of a mental route. Think new thoughts, acquire new visions, discover new ambitions, make friends quickly and easily, increase your popularity, will people to your way of thinking, increase your influence, your prestige, become conversationalist, arose, arose atheism among your associates. Preface to this edition. How this book was written and why. 9 suggestions on how to get the most out of this book. Part 1. Fundamental techniques in handling people. If you want to gather honey, don't kick over the beehive. The big secret of dealing with people. He who can do this has the whole world. With him, he who cannot walks alone away. Part 2: 6 ways to make people like you. Do this and you'll be welcome anyway. A simple way to make a good first impression. If you don't do this, you are headed for trouble. An easy way to become good conversationalist: how to interest people, how to make people like you instantly. Part 3: how to win people to your way of thinking. You can't win an argument. A sure way of making enemies and how to avoid it. How to win friends and influence people. If you are wrong, admit it. A drop of honey. Secret of secrets. The safety value in handling conflicts. How to get cooperation. A formula that will work wonders for you. What everybody wants. An appeal that everybody likes. The movie Do It TV does it. Why don't you do it? When nothing else works, try this. Part 4: be a leader. How to change people without giving offense or arousing resentment. If you must find fault, this is the way to begin. How to criticize and not be hated for it. Talk about your own mistakes first. No one likes to take orders. Let the other person say first. How to spur people on to success. Give a dog a good name. Make the fault seem easy to correct. Making people glad to do what you want. Preface to revised edition. How to Win Friends and Influence People was first published in 1937 in an edition of only 3,000 copies. Neither Dale Carnegie nor the publisher Simon and Schuster anticipated more than this modest sale. To their to their amazement, the book became an overnight an overnight sensation, and edition after edition rolled off the shelves to keep up with the incoming public demand. How to Win Friends and Influence People took its place in publishing history as one of the all-time international bestsellers. It touched a nerve and filled a human need that was more than a faddish phenomenon of post-depression days, and evidenced by the continued and uninterrupted sales into the 80s. Almost half a century later, Dale Carnegie used to say that It was easier to make $1 million than to put a Paris into the English language. How to win friends and influence people became such a phrase cornered paraphrasized parodied, used in innumerable contexts, from political cartoons to novels. The book itself was translated into almost every known written language. Each generation has discovered it anew and has found it relevant. Which brings us to the logic question: why revise a book what has proven and continues to prove its vigorous and universal appeal? Why tamper with success? I tamper with success. Another page as we gather time. How to win friends and influence people. To answer that, we must realize that Dale Carnegie himself was a tireless reviser of his own. Working during his lifetime, How to Win Friends and Influence People was written to be best as a textbook for his courses in effective speakings and human relations, and is still used in those courses today until his death in 1955. He constantly improved and revised the course itself to make it applicable to the evolving needs of an ever-growing public. No one was more sensitive to the changing currents of life, present day life, present day life than Dale Carnegie. He constantly improved and refined his mode on teaching. He updated his book on effective speaking several times. Had he lived longer, he himself would have revised How to Win Friends and Influence People to better reflect the changes that have taken place in the world since the 30s. Many of the names of prominent people in the book, well known at the time of the first publication, are no longer recognized by many of today's readers. Certain examples and Pharisees seems as quaint and dated in our social climate as those in Victorian novel. The important message and overall impact of the book is weakened to that extent. Our purpose therefore in the revision is to and strengthen clarify and strengthen the book for a modern reader tempting with without tempting with the content. We have not changed how to win friends and influence people except to make a few excuses and add a few more contemporary. Contemporary examples: the brush, breezy Kenaji style is in even the 30s. Slang is still there. Del Kenaji wrote as he spoke in an intensively embarrassed ex-brand colloquial conversationalist manner. So his voice still speaks as forcefully as ever in the book and in his work. Thousands of people all over the world are being trained in Kenaji courses to increase members each year, and other thousands are reading and studying how to win friends and influence people and being inspired to us of its principles to better their lives. To all the to all of them we offer this revision in the spirit of the honing and polishing of a finely made tool, brought by Kenaji. Mr. Del Kenaji shall start from there tomorrow. One love. Big up to you. It was just a blessed night, a simple night, yeah, man. Let's hope. Peace. No one knows. Only God knows. Save highlights. Highlights saved. Then highlights we share. Oh, all right. Thank you for getting